dear students, welcome to the online session of English. Students, I hope all of you are safe and sound and enjoying online classes. Students, now today we are going to start a new chapter of book Beehive, and the name of chapter is The Bond of Love. The bond of love means relation, strong bonding. So relation of love. So here through this chapter we will see then whose relation, the relation among two people, then who are these two people, two persons are there, and which kind of love and which kind of relation is present in this chapter. And this story is written by Kenneth Anderson. Kenneth Anderson, then who was born in India, but he is a British writer. So let's have a small introduction about this author. Now, the full name of Kenneth Anderson is Kenneth Douglas Stewart Anderson, and he was a British writer. As I told you, even he was born in India, and he was a British writer and hunter. Then who wrote many books and many stories about hunting and adventures. He was born on 8 March in 1910 in Bangalore and was died on 30th August in 1974 in Bangalore. And he got his education from Bishop Cotton Boys School and St. Joseph College. Student, so this person, then who wrote many of his stories about adventures, about hunting. So this story is also about some adventures. And as the name of story is The Bond of Love. So this is a presenting a strong bonding. Even we have seen many times strong bonding, strong relation among people or between two persons. But now here a different kind of relation or different kind of bond has presented by the author through this story, and that is the strong bond between human being and an animal. Actually, the bond of love is a story of love and affection between a human being and an animal. Once the narrator finds an orphan sloth bear and gives him to his wife. As time passes, the narrator's wife and the baby bear share a great bond of love and affection. The bear grows big and needs an open and big space to live, so they decide to give him to a Jew, but both of them cannot bear the separation. They worry and do not eat food properly. Hence, the bear is brought back to the narrator's house and both become happy. So here means two main characters are there, that bear and a lady, a woman who was narrator's wife. So there was a great strong bonding between them, so that bear which was carried to a Jew and that had to taken back, because both of them were feeling very bad, very upset because of separation of each other. So the whole story is dependent and based on their feelings, their affections, their separations, and again to become together. So now the whole story is very interesting and telling us about the great affections, not only about the human beings as well as about the feelings of animals. So students, in this story main characters are there which we are going to see. First main character is the narrator. Narrator who is the writer of the story, and he is a very nice person and who found a sloth bear. Sloth bear means those bear which are having a furry body and having big hairs on their body, and he gifted this bear to his wife. Now second character is narrator's wife. Narrator's wife, that who was fond of animals, then she loved that bear. She loved it a lot and treated him like a child. And Bruno is the name of that bear, and that was also reacting like as a family member in narrator's family, and he loved narrator's wife a lot. Curator. Curator was a zookeeper who took care of Bruno at the zoo and informed the narrator's wife about its condition. And next character is Superintendent. Superintendent was a kind-hearted man who allowed the narrator's wife to take Bruno with her. So here even all characters are very important and they are playing a main role in this story. Still, then Bruno is the central figure of the story. The whole story revolves around Bruno, and it is about its coming to narrator's home and then his living way of living and his affections, his reactions, his habits, food habits, and his playing and different kind of activities which he did and learned at narrator's home. Later on, how he sent to Jew and how he was reacting there, and finally how and when he came back to narrator's home, and after coming back to narrator's home, how he was settled down. So all these conditions and all this information we will get to know through this story. So very interesting stories there which we will read in next session. As I have given you today introduction about the author and a brief introduction about the story and main characters of the chapter. Now I hope that you have understood today's session